Hi guys, it's Max and Rowan here from Cardfight Vanguard, and today we're going to be discussing the 5th episode of the Cardfight Vanguard If anime. Now, before we get into the discussion, we always like to recap what we've been watching, and hopefully have some of it digest, because normally we've realised with this series it's getting nuttier and nuttier every week, and things are making less sense more and more every week. So we'll quickly go over the episode. The episode begins with Ibiki and Suiko transporting back into the parallel world, and with Asuka and what's this guy called?
Kuwami.
Kwame, yes,
Something like that.
the furry from the other series, who has now replaced Ren and is walking around in Ren's coat. We're calling him Improved Ren, so he's Alpha Ren, and the other Ren's Beta Ren, because this guy's clearly much better than the original Ren. So
Well, Ren isn't Ren anymore, so that's
yeah, so he's rocked up, and the squad have got to try and stop the jammer again. Got to work out who the jammer is. Watching them from afar is a mysterious character dressed in Blaster Dark Escama, who nobody knows who it is. Also wearing a fighter's glove. I wonder who this mysterious man could be. Suiko smashes Ibiki in the face with a one of those ride-on toys that they have in some malls. So Ibiki's probably got some kind of brain damage from
literally kills him.
that. Yep, so he's dead.
Yeah.
So that's the end of the Cardfight
We've got
Vanguard
Guerrero
anime.
in the background.
Yep. The team break into Furahaka. Is that what it's called? The high school, Fukuhara High, and they realise that Ren does not belong to AL4 anymore. Tetsu's
As
back
you can see,
here
they did
now.
a really good job with that screenshot as well.
Yeah.
It's got the YouTube thing above it.
Tetsu's back in now since he got corrected. We've also got the Meg Colony guy on the right, and the guy from the Brilliant Stars on the left, and then 4 generic irrelevant characters at the bottom. Asuka catches Emi, Shuka, and Suiko, and locks them in the storage room for the gym and ties them up. They escape by setting off a fire alarm. Ibiki becomes a furry. He asks them about the Card Fight Club, and they say no, it's not the Card Fight Club, it's the Wolf Guard Club. You must have misheard us. And they do some dog exercises. Finally, Ibiki gets his first chance to play in a card fight, and he just smashes everyone. But he realises that because they want to play Vanguard with him, they can't be the jammers. So he's barking up the wrong tree. See, that's what he's doing. He's barking up the wrong tree. I think that's the phrase. It's then
I
revealed
think we
that.
should re-record this.
Do you? Did you not like that joke? I thought that was pretty good. It's staying in. It was a sick joke.
Just carry on.
Yeah, it's revealed that Asuka is the jammer, Lukier. Just normal Lukier. She's got a patch on her stomach. Jammer. So, Emmy and Shuka start fighting Lukier, and all the furries turn into different Pale Moon units. Then suddenly...
Isn't she supposed to be the dragon tamer, not the little skull dog tamer?
But she's got the skull dog,
Why
right?
She got a little.
Yeah, I don't know. No idea. But anyway, Ren saves Shuka and Emmy from the multiple little units that they've got. I think the fake Ren guy fires himself with a cannonball at them, and he looks like he's going to do something that'll get him in trouble. So Ren flies in and saves Emmy. But he's not Ren.
Whoa! Mystery Man, not
Mystery
Ren.
Man, yeah. He's not Ren. He's not Blaster Dark. He is Mask the Dark. So Master Dark saves Emmy, and then they summon Blaster Blade and this convenient unit, Dragonic Blade Master, which definitely isn't coming out in a set soon, so they're definitely not trying to sell it. And they just wreck Lukier, and they correct the timeline again. Asuka falls in love with Master Dark, start off that trope again, and then he disappears into the distance, being epic and looking badass. And that was the episode. The preview for the next week is Kyo, everybody's favourite character, who is an absolute pain and definitely isn't an episode I'd love to skip if I could. And it's Kyo apparently dealing with Ren, it looks like. Ren's seeing card fighting. So we don't know if this is the same Ren that is Master Dark, or if this is a different Ren. We don't know whether this is the Ren that appears in Fukuhara after the timeline's corrected, and Master Dark is just a completely other unit, but I'm sure we'll find out in the next episode. So, that was it. I mean, I still think that the episodes are still pretty entertaining. I'd say that last week's episode was way better than this. I thought last week's episode was the best episode of the series up to now. But I wouldn't say this episode was bad.
This episode was really good.
Yeah.
Even though I'm like a huge Ren fanboy, so it was nice to see him. Like, I still think last week's episode was a lot better.
Yeah.
Just because Ren had maybe like 20 seconds of screen time in this, something like that.
It's clear that this series.
He also got called out by Ibuki.
Yeah, this series is definitely not a series that's being driven by the storyline. It's a series which is there to try and make people laugh. This is a comedy series now. And I'd say we're still keeping it funny. It's still enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I didn't laugh out loud. I definitely laughed out loud last week watching Tetsu with his fitness gloves. I thought Wolfguard was pretty funny.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was an alright episode. How are your feelings on Mask the Dark as a Shadow Paladin player?
I mean, it's Ren, so I'm happy. It just made me laugh when Ibuki said Ren Suzugimori, and then he's just like, "No, don't use real names. That's not cool."
Yeah.
He's completely called him out.
Yeah.
That was great. I look forward to him in the next episode since he actually seems to be card fighting at least.
Yeah. Card fighting, but not using shadows. That'd be fun. I'd like to see him. What was the first deck he used? Was it like
Spectral Deep
Bermuda or
Dragon
something
out
like
of
that?
nowhere.
He used Bermuda in the first fight we saw him in, didn't he?
Yeah, he's also used Dark Irregulars one time as well.
Oh, I'd be so happy if he plays Dark Irregulars just to cook you.
just so we can see Shara.
Yeah.
That'd be really funny. He'll just play the cross just to have that in the anime for some reason.
So
just so we can show it in the anime.
I mean, I think this is definitely a time travel anime, isn't it? Really, rather than that's what it seems like. It's alternative dimensions and time travel, because we're jumping back and forth quite a lot in the storyline.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Endgame all over again, isn't it?
Yeah. One of the interesting things about it,
all about the multiverses,
was that Suiko and Ibuki didn't seem to return to the normal world at the end of this one, like they have done normally. I don't think. I think they were still in this world at the end. So it's clear that somebody
and Asuka
else
didn't go back to a different world either.
No.
When she got unlucky,
she just got dropped back in, didn't she? As Asuka.
Yeah.
So it's clear that there's something else that needs to be done in this timeline, which must be Kyo, to fix.
Well, yeah. To be fair, yeah, we didn't see Kyo at all, did we?
No.
And he's technically part of the Fukuhara club,
Yeah.
right? Oh, wait, is he? I don't think he was actually.
No, he
I don't
is.
think he's ever been part of the Fukuhara.
I'm pretty sure he is part of Fukuhara.
I thought he was just part of Veil 4.
Yeah, but he's at Fukuhara High, isn't he?
Yeah, I was just trying to think. I don't think I've ever actually seen him in his uniform. That's why.
No, I can't remember seeing his uniform.
Fukuhara uniform.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe he's in like Fukuhara Middle School or something.
Maybe. There's not really that much more to say about this episode. I'm trying to.
Enjoyable.
It was enjoyable. I was happy to see Lucia, and I really liked seeing all the other units as well from Pale Moon, and kind of those being utilised to attack, and Emmy just throwing all their attacks back at them.
Yeah, she also just like threw her rod at something, didn't she?
Yeah.
It just like came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Apparently, she can use her rod like Captain America uses a shield.
Yeah.
It just defies the law of physics.
I'd give it a good 7 out of 10. This episode, thought it was good. Nothing to go mental about. Looking forward to next week's episode.
Okay.
And I think that's pretty much it for this week. Wasn't really that much that went on, was there? Really?
No, not really. So if you've just watched the episode and you watched this video, you've basically now watched the episode twice.
Yeah.
The majority of this episode was just us recapping it.
Yeah. There's not much to say. It was an alright episode. It was okay. We're both looking for. I think one of the things every time we do this is we're always more excited about the preview than the actual episode.
Yeah.
I'm sure next week, if we have actual card fights going on, that'll be good. The issue this week was that the entirety of the card fight we saw was a Marshy Stag Beetle being put in the damage zone as 6 damage or whatever it's called, and that was it. Cool. So
Yeah.
I mean, we'll look forward to seeing you next week for the next discussion and review. But I think we're pretty much done there. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.